This is your boy Jovie Royalty Inspired.
Yes, what you say, Ali? Look for all lobby empty and how we're gonna check in. And they're doing a great job, you know, sanitizing and waiting. Guys, we're back at it again. This is Dean Andrew from Spanish in 6. This is my boy
Jovie Royalty Inspired. Enough new things that happened this year.
New things?
My mother.
Me mama!
Good. You don't have to say it like that, okay?
You have some people in the home now who don't have nothing to do, who just lazy, who used to exercise, but who just say, "Show me can't bother." You understand? Look back at the things that God has done for us and to give thanks. Because were it not for grace, where would we be today?
Come chill out and look for our uncle and be a something. We see pear, we see jelly, we see banana. And be a thing. So things. Country life nice, sweet. I'm just getting a time to breathe, so I'm taking the time not to be nervous.
Nice.
To breathe. Maybe tomorrow we can get nervous. But
One day. Invest in yourself. If no one believes in you, believe in yourself. Even if you don't see the results right away, keep showing up until you do see the results. You know I've come this far by leaning on the Lord. Everybody, yes, it's my 1-year anniversary, and this year, wow, it had its high and its low, and there are going to be 2 questions that I'll be posed with today that I'm going to share the answers with you for. The first one is, how am I feeling at this point in time after reaching this milestone? What shall I say? This year taught me so much about YouTube. I did not know anything about this platform before, but I took that step of faith and I started, and through consistency I am still here. So that's number 1. If you're taking on this new route, this new phase, this new start, this new journey of your life as a YouTuber, there are gonna be so many things that will come up, especially if you have various things you want to accomplish. You have to know how to stay consistent with everything. Now for YouTube, you know, I would have started out YouTube out of a mentorship program that I had at work, where I had to come and I had to show my mentor my long-term and short-term goals, and it allowed me to realize that, you know, I didn't have any time placed on when I wanted to accomplish this, when I wanted to start. And the mentor really said that, hey, you know, go home and write down the date that you want to start. But as a matter of fact, take the first video. Take the first video the next time when you're coming to our meeting and share it with the group. Now, I started out YouTube with my phone, everybody. And you have a lot of persons who will say that, hey, you know, in order for me to start out, I have to start out with my devices, my equipment, I have to have everything packed down and intact. But let me tell you this, you don't need to have everything in order for you to just start. So, just start. Simple. Just start. And with that in mind, you have to always remember that everything will not be in order for the entire journey. Sometimes you're going to be hit off your feet. Some things may come up that, you know, you may be saying, boy, you know, you can't bother get up again and come try to sit down in front of this little camera here for come talk to people. Sometimes you may feel like, hey, you know, you don't really have nothing to talk about, or you may have planned a certain or specific video that you wanted to, you know, share with the people, but somewhere, somehow, the video was deleted. That's another thing. So my journey included as well, where one day I was doing a video, everything was done properly, you know, people, and I believe that this was gonna be a video that a lot of people could connect with, a lot of people would really be impacted by. But guess what happened? One video that I had done previously, that video I had taken off from, because I used InShot, and InShot had it stored on the app, but then I took it off and saved it to my SD card, so that video now came off InShot. So a part of that video was saved on this video I'm telling you about now, and you can believe, say, when I went to select save, the pop-up notification, it said something where it's either selected, you know, discard or continue to save. But I realized that maybe I touched it too quickly without really looking to see exactly what it is asking, and I selected save, but I realized that it was also saying that the video was pretty much adjusted because of something that was removed. But it was after everything I looked and I saw that that video that I, you know, moved to my SD card, that was a video that was pretty much removed. And friends, I tell you, when I look back at the video, I saw where everything that I did from that point in time of that video back to the end of that video, it was all over the place. And you know, at that time I was so distraught, you know, and I said to a friend of mine that, boy, I can't believe that I stayed up from X hours to this hours and I had this video done pat and this happened. At that time, of course, I was upset. At that time, of course, I was out of it. But, you know, thank God for friends who you can really count and who can encourage you just the same and, you know, share a word of, you know, inspiration just the same, so you can be able to go and get back up even when you feel that way. So at that point in time, the friend said, but Jay, you know, suppose something was there in the video that pretty much it needed to be done better. You know, maybe it wasn't the time for that specific video, or however it was done, you know, to be out there. And I said, different perspective. And I went back, I did the video, and trust me, friends, you know, I believe that video was one of the most liked and appreciated videos, you know, to date. And trust me, that's something else that I want to share with you. As a YouTuber, there will be times when you may be going through things, you know, life may hit you, and you may reach at a crossroads where you really and truly don't feel like going anymore. You feel like you want to give up. But you have to remember your why. What's the why factor? You know, the purpose behind what you're doing. And this segues me into the next thing I want to say. Don't compare yourselves to other people's channel. So some of you come on here and you say, oh, you know, I want to be the next famous, the top notch, this or that, and you want to, you know, pretty much to follow other people. You look at their numbers, oh, their channel is growing, but mine isn't growing. Oh my gosh, they have so many different fun things going on for their channel. But remember, you are building your own channel. What is it that you come with differently that your followers can be and remain still loyal with you for? You know, so you have to keep that in mind. You can't be looking at other people and saying, oh, you know, my channel isn't growing. Because mind you, yes, sometimes when I looked at a video, a specific video, that I may say that, hey, this video really is a hit video, you know, like I enjoyed this. And if I looked and I say, hey, but I don't see much people like it or comment under it, it made me initially think that, boy, you know, all these sleepless nights were not sleepless nights, but a lot of nights, you know, you took hours out of just to put in the editing, you know, and ensure that everything, is coming through properly, and you upload it, and then you're like, wow, I thought that people would enjoy this. Of course, there were times like that, but then after reviewing and looking back and doing some self-introspection, I realized that it's not about the likes, it's not about how much numbers you have reached for the subscriptions, because at the end of the day, if your impact is being felt and the purpose behind your channel is being lived out, then that is more important. And I've seen that those persons who have reached out to me over this year, whether you shared with me some insights, whether you shared with me some feedback, some recommendation, I just want to take this time to big up my brother Rashan, Rashan. He's on YouTube, just big you up, bro. I remember when I started out with my phone, as I said, I did not know anything about this video thing, and so I started out with my phone in portrait, right? So this way I was doing my videos, when really and truly I should have had my videos basically being taken with my phone being landscape sideways like that. And he reached out to me and he said, hey bro, in order for you to get your video, well, he asked which app are you using. Then he showed me that I could use InShot, and there's a way I can actually have the canvas changed to one that will fill the whole screen. So instead of me having the side of the screen showing dark or black, I could have the entire screen filled. And I said, well bro, I appreciate this so much, because I wouldn't have known this, And so I am always open to constructive criticism. I'm always open to learning more, getting greater suggestions to build my market, to build my product, to build my contents, to build this channel of mine. And I just want to say I truly appreciate all of you who would have shared some insights, who would have shared some feedbacks and recommendations throughout this year. I really, really appreciate it. It means so much, and it kept me going as well. So, so many times we reach to a milestone and we don't see it as a blessing because it might not be big. And for me, yes, being at 308 subscribers, I would have really wished to have been at 500. But what? You don't have to be looking at the numbers. You just need to continue to put in the work and let the numbers work for themselves, and that will keep you content just the same. So yes, I haven't reached the 500, but what? I'm grateful to know, because I remember the time when I started out, 100 subscribers, I was like, there's a lot of people in the world, but to have 300 people subscribe to your channel, that in itself shows that indeed you're doing something. And that's what I look at, the impact, keeping these people being loyal to the royalty family. Not about, hey, 500 people, but what if I have 500 people and those 500 people, they are not really sticking true to the channel? Then it would still be me just having numbers, but where's the impact? So my purpose, I want to ensure that I stick to that and live that out. So I just wanted to share that with somebody, that it will not be easy, and you should not compare yourself with anyone. Continue to believe in yourself, stay consistent, and be resilient. Even with the challenges around you, keep going, keep pressing on, just start. Don't focus on what other people are doing. And finally, what would I recommend to a new or upcoming or interested YouTuber? Always remember this, you see, you have to be patient. Being patient doesn't only mean that when things pretty much isn't going the way that you want to, you will just say, boy, maybe it wasn't for me, maybe it just isn't my thing, and you give up. But being patient simply means that you have to look and say to yourself, if it is that this isn't working within my timing, maybe God has a perfect timing for it to come through. So you still keep on putting in the work, keep on doing what you can do so that God can do the rest. So do your best and let God do the rest. So patience is a virtue, we always say, but always remember things will happen when it should happen, and that's the best advice I can give to you right now. And finally, if it is that you are somebody you want to start out with this channel and to pretty much have a community where people can come and share with you on your journey, just always remember to put God first. Sometimes when you start out something, you start it out with the intention just to have you moving from one level to the next. Some may have it because they want to be monetized, and yes, you have to have, people don't know, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours before you can be monetized. But you have to keep in mind your purpose. So always remember your purpose, which will keep you in alignment with the divine assignment. I just want to say thank you, everybody. It has been such a journey for me, and there's a lot more coming. A lot of greater exposure, experiences. This is the place where you come to stay, where lives are being changed and impacted each and every day. Your boy Jovie Royalty again with another quality. I'll see you again on the next one. Bless up yourself. Happy anniversary to me, and thank you. Remember where you're coming